Hello and welcome to another update. It's my second one this week. I wasn't planning to do another one, but I've had quite a few titles in the post and things I've picked up in Poundland. So I thought it'd be time to do another video because I'll have a few next week and I don't want too much of a backlog. I've decided to change this video. I noticed I was recording in 1080p but at 60 frames per second. That's why it looked a bit jerky, so I'll put that down to normal 1080p, 20 or 30 frames per second I think it is. I'm hoping that will stop that, and also I'm just using a different surface today, the table next to the footstool I was using. I'm hoping that will not mess with the image. So I'll just put video shot on Monday, uploaded that. It's taken 3 or 4 days to upload. I don't know why, it's only half an hour long. I think it's up now. So it's probably going to be, from when you see that video in this one, almost probably a day or two difference, depending when I go into uploading this one, or how long it takes. My last video was also about half an hour long, a bit longer than I was expecting. I'm going to try and keep it down to about 15 minutes if I can. Probably mean I'll go through titles a bit quicker, but don't really see the point of going spending too long on each of these. Most of these are just normal titles anyway. It's not really worth talking about them too in depth. I've still got a video to do about my room where my TV is. Planning to that probably next couple of weeks. I did look at a video I think it was about 5 years ago when I originally shot one. And well, the room's changed quite a bit since then. I looked back at that one, didn't watch it all, but I watched bits of it and realised how empty the room was. It's complete opposite now. I've got loads of stuff in here. Probably could do some organising a bit, but I have got old telly on the floor at the moment. I did buy I don't know if I mentioned this, a 65-inch LG C8 OLED. It's only been out a couple of months. It's top-rated OLED TV out of there. Always wanted to get a new TV. Decided to spend the money, and I'll be showing that in my video. So that will be coming up probably next week, and probably might do another DVD. Well, say DVD Blu-ray update. I think there are some DVDs in this video. Next video probably have some DVDs in as well. Not sure if I want to save what I get in the next couple of days. I think I'm getting some more stuff in the post tomorrow. Whether I'll get that in my next video, which I'm hoping to shoot on Monday or Tuesday next week, or I may do a video beforehand. Just to say, I've ordered loads of stuff and I'll explain that in a moment. A lot of it's not in stock at the moment. I've had bits of it shipped, but also I'll go into that in a bit more detail in a moment. So we'll start with some titles here. I think these are all Poundland ones, or should be Poundland ones. So I've got one pick looks for Blu-rays and Poundland for me. Picked a few up for me recently, and just basically transfer the money over. It works for the same company I do, so it's just easy to put them in the internal post. I will say he sent me some more over, and as I've got someone else sending me some over as well. Someone called Razor Wire Ryan. He's got a YouTube channel. You're probably familiar with him. He's found some stuff for me, so sent that to me in the post. So we'll start with the Poundland titles first. First one I got is I Am Bolt. Now I did actually pick this up myself. I knew basically this is being fetched for me, but I did pick it up myself anyway. So basically this is a spare one. I checked on CX, going for at 50p. What I'll probably do is I will need to use the case. What I'll do then, I'll probably just put in my pile of stuff for the charity shop. And I'll take that when I get the chance. Next up, so basically I went into Poundland today. There's 2 stores in Birmingham. The big one hasn't had any Blu-rays for a while, just odd ones here and there. They've only just recently had some new stock in. Well, say new stock, it's just the old titles, but there's not been any on the shelf for a while. There's some boxes above, they were just DVDs, but I went to the small store. Again, basically the same ones on the shelf, but they did have a box above. These are all replay titles. So basically these are used titles, pre-owned ones, which I believe came from Music Magpie. always a bit of a potluck with these because you never know what condition they're going to be in. I mean, they do say sort of guaranteed and refurbished and stuff, but you never tell. Case may be a little bit manky, disc may have some fingerprints on or some ice scratches. There may be other things wrong with it. I picked up 8 titles. I think most of these are okay. And the first one we got is Colombiana. Now, didn't think I had this one. Checked I didn't actually have it. Sometimes it's things like these sort of films, I can never be sure. So I may have had a steelbook of it years ago from Xavi, or I might have picked up somewhere else, but I didn't have this one. This one actually seems to be not too bad condition. As you can see there, it's the usual. So I don't like this with the. I think I mentioned these in my videos previously, but because of the bits in the middle, the clips you push down have little like ridges on the back. When you push down, it can push into there. Don't really like how that happens. I do sort of careful and put them back in again. Sometimes you can't help that, unfortunately. So this one seemed okay. Next one up is one that I've been after for a while. I think I've got the DVD of this. I was waiting for it to show up. It's Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, starring Will Ferrell and also got John C. Reilly. Again, this one seemed okay. Was that the case? Case is a little bit manky, but I suppose it's the sleeve's fine and the disc's fine, so that's not too much of an issue. And it's got a disc inside. I did check all these discs way back from work. I just opened them all up, and I wiped the discs with a glasses wipe. A lot of them just had like a little bit of dust. I think odd little bits of fingerprints here and there, but nothing too bad. So yeah, that one's fine. I think the sleeve's fine as well for that one. Next up, we've got The Last Airbender. Now, I probably wouldn't normally pick this up. What I've decided to do is basically anything I've seen Poundland I haven't got, I tend to pick up. There are some exceptions, obviously 50 Shades of Grey. Saw again the Keith Emerson movie, and obviously the Harry Hill movie before, but not really want to pick those up, or Mrs. Brown's Boys, but mostly anything else I will pick up. I believe this has the 3D release, but I think what I've decided to do is normally would basically get the wait till I find the 3D version cheap enough, but as my TV doesn't do 3D, so I probably decided to just get the 2D version now. If I see the 3D version cheap enough, I'll pick it up, because I do have a 3D TV still, just obviously it's not set up or working. So I'll need somewhere else to put it, but so that one's fine. It looks like a little bit of wear on the sleeve there in the corner. Normally that would annoy me, but it's not too bad. It's not torn or anything. There, the back's fine. I mean, if I do find a copy of this in store and look better, I'll pick another one up because it's only £1. This has got the Blu-ray and the DVD digital copy, so never bother with those ones at all. I don't even know if they're still valid. It's basically just put the disc in, but I don't really bother with those. Those discs look fine, so that's one's alright. Next one is Duplicity, a film I'm not too familiar with. I've heard of it. Not really one I've seen about too much. So you see that one there. Again, this one looks okay. I wouldn't normally pick up replay ones because I don't really normally see replay ones apart from obviously the DVDs. Did pick up, I mentioned What Happens in Vegas, and that was fine. But as I say, it's a bit of a potluck with these, but I'm thinking it's worth the risk. It's only £1. I probably might not see these again. Just worth picking up, so I've got it. And there's that one. Next up is All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. Don't think I've heard of this one, or if I have, it's been a while since I've seen him mention a bit. But looks like a horror film. I think it's a horror film. So I'm not a bit familiar with the plot. I've never heard. Obviously been a few things. Again, this one's okay. I think the sleeve's a little bit sort of grimy, but sort of the cases. But I haven't got any spare cases. I might just buy some cheap on Amazon or eBay and swap these over. Just a little bit better. But I don't want to spend too much on it because it's a bit pointless really if I spend £1 on these and then spend £2 on a case or whatever the case are now. Next up is Immortals. Apparently, looking at Blu-ray.com, this is a cut version. I don't know what the actual difference is in terms of the uncut version and where that's available. Again, this was another one I was sort of holding off in 3D, but it was one I was overly bothered with, but I sort of picked it up anyway. I think it had an H&V steelbook as well. This does have 3 discs, I believe. You've got the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital copy DVD, which for some reason this one's on a different disc. Not sure why. So the one basically was on the same disc as the DVD. Again, this one's fine. So there's that one there. Next to that's 6, yeah. So I picked the other 2 I picked up. These are the ones that probably weren't in as good condition. First of all, got Sex Tape. Don't know even why I picked this one up before, because I have seen this before on Poundland. I think he was even new. The one I saw previously. I think that's right. I think that's my. Yeah, it's fine. It's just on the sleeve. I thought it was ripped there. I have seen this previously in Poundland, brand new. Didn't bother picking up, so either picked up a replay version of it. I'm not sure, but I do like Cameron Diaz, so give it a go. So this one's got some sort of sticky residue on there. Presumably there's some sticks on there whether from a shop or somewhere. But yeah, that was okay. I think this one's okay as well. It has got UV code inside. I'm not sure if it's still valid or it's been redeemed because I haven't checked out yet, but I'll have a look at that. Probably should sell these UV codes because I don't really use them, but sort of get money for them, but I'll basically redeem them myself. And so the last of these Poundland ones I picked up myself. We've got Horrible Bosses. Don't think the sequel's actually any good from what I've heard about it, but I saw this one, I thought pick it up and sort of did. Not one I expect probably see in Poundland. Not necessarily new anyway, but this one is, yeah, you can sort of see that's again sticker residue, but it's on the side, it's not on the actual sleeve. And the disc, if I get it out, if it will show up properly. Okay. Oh, it wants to come out. So I don't know if you can see it. There's a few very, very faint minor little scratches on there. Nothing's going to affect playback. Don't know how that's scratched because DVDs normally, Blu-rays are normally got a scratch resistant coating, but that one should be alright. I did try wiping it down, thinking it was just those light scuffs you get which you can wipe off, but that one isn't. So I'll say I'll probably use, although Sex Tape needs a new case, I will probably use the iron bolt case for this. I don't know if that's a bit better. I will probably check that disc under the light. I'm not going to get rid of anything, but again, if I see another one somewhere, I might just pick another one up. Just hopefully that's a better one. So next 3 are ones that the bloke picked up for me from Poundland. We've got Ouija Origin of Evil. This is the sequel to the original Ouija film. I don't know if it's a direct sequel or anything because I haven't seen the first one. But he's got the UV code. And so most, obviously these new ones, all the UV codes in these are still fine. Even the ones that look like they've expired do still work. Got Dead in Tombstone. I know there's another film. I don't know if this is the sequel or the original one, but there's another film. I can't remember what it's called now, actually. This might be the original film. So I'll probably look to pick the one up as well at some point if I see it cheap enough. And then The last of these ones, Panama ones, is Death Race 2. This is the one I saw in Birmingham, the large store with Final Recall. Picked it up and put it back, didn't bother with it. But someone found it for me. I sort of probably should have picked it up because it's only £1. It looks okay, but not outstanding obviously, but it's going to be okay, hopefully. It's got Sean Bean in, so I'm sure he's going to die somewhere in the film. And Danny Trejo, who's obviously also in this film as well. This is a sequel to, I think it's Jason Statham, Death Race. But, I think he's in that first one, right? Obviously get someone who looks like him. That's Blowcab Bros, I believe. Okay, next ones are ones I've had in the post. So I'll quickly show you a couple of new releases. So these are 2 network titles. I find that if you order network Blu-rays, well, even the DVDs, but the Blu-rays new releases on their website, you pay $9.75. If you bought them on Amazon or HMV, you're paying $12 to $14.99. So I always pick them up on there, and it's free postage as well. And they're quite quick; you get them in a couple of days. So this is Deathline. This is part of the British film range. Did have a DVD release previously, but I don't think it was part of that range. Not normally a huge amount of extra features on these, but usually there's a booklet in there or something, and some information inside. And the other ones, again, this is one I think obviously had a DVD release, and again probably wasn't in the British film range. This is Assault. It's X-rated at the time. Same with Deathline. I think both from the 70s, I believe. That's 71, and the other one was 72, so yeah, about the same time. This is probably, in terms of extra features, worse off than that one. But I don't really watch extra features, so I'm just happy with the film on there. So that's that one. Then, so network, I've got to sell on their site. A lot of the stuff is actually much cheaper. So I looked at Amazon, and I'm collecting the network British film DVD releases, not the ones I got on Blu-ray, but ones that basically just got DVD releases. And I did a search the other day, and there's about 30 titles came up, which I've ordered. Then I did a list of all the ones part of the range, and across off the ones I already own, left me with quite a lot. What I did then was I created an Amazon wish list, and I put them all in there, and I noticed most of them are £2. Now I'm really tempted to get all the ones I haven't got, but it's going to cost me probably £100 anyway or more to get all the ones. I'll probably only get around to watching them, and some of them I'm probably not overly interested in, but normally if I saw it for £2 I'd pick it up, because these were a bit more expensive when they came out, and they have sort of gone down in price over time, and they're also FOP sometimes are cheap, but so I am sort of tempted to get a few more. So a lot of them are on back order because they're not in stock, because I probably didn't have too many and they've sold out. So Kirk Douglas one and some more I'm interested in. Now I'm not sure what the how long the price is going to be on £2 for, but I have got the wish list, and might get probably in the 5 or 10. Then find what I really want, because the ones I ordered originally were ones that I thought were just the £2 ones, so I ordered quite a lot, but I think I'll probably sort of narrow it down to just probably in the 10 I really want, and that's it. So yeah, first one I picked up, and this was things £2.99, Without Pity. This is not part of the range, it's a normal case. I thought I had this for some reason, but I didn't. So most of these are British films. I think this one probably isn't actually. That's probably why it's not part of the British film range. I think is it Italian or something? There's Fellini is involved in it, so it could be Italian, but yeah, it's Italian. So yeah. Anything inside? Yeah, it's just a disc and some of the artwork. And then, so yeah, so basically these British film ones, all the ones I thought were cheap, so I ordered those. Then I realised it was the other ones, but I didn't want to cancel them once I'd already ordered, so I just left the orders there, and so I've had 4 come through, I think. I have got some more to come, so I got 28 odd or something, or 30. I can't remember how many ordered now, so 32 or 36. Got some more to come, but they like them on back order, so I'll probably find those all creeping into forthcoming videos now and again as they come. So these all come in thin cases. They've all got the same design, like that, so they look quite neat on the shelf. Fortunately, I have run out of room, so I might have to move all these somewhere else. I did say I was going to move my Arrow video collection to the top by the Arrow box set, but I might move these instead, depending how many I end up getting. So I've got quite a few already, and the Blu-ray ones. Probably best to move those because I have got some 88 film titles on the same shelves, which I could then put on the shelves. But I've got some organising to do down there. We'll see how I feel about what I want to move. But yeah, the first one's Warning to Wantons. I'm not familiar with any of these films. The David Tomlinson, who I believe was in Mary Poppins. Yep, Mary Poppins. He played the dad. So a lot of these sort of British actors today, these are all British films. Quite a wide sort of variety of styles of films. Next we've got My Irish Molly, starring Maureen O'Hara, and someone called Binky Stewart, child star. Never heard of her. Not sure whether she had a career, much of a career. So it looks like there was say this was originally edited down, so it was a bit longer originally. It's only 56 minutes, but they have kept the materials cut out rather than put back in the film. They put it as an extra feature, and I think obviously it's mute. So there's probably some reason why they couldn't put it in there. Probably because it wouldn't look as good. Next one's Danger Tomorrow. Not familiar with anyone in this film at all. That one, I think these are all the same inside. Yeah, so they've all got the same sort of disc artwork like that. These are all, I think all these licensed from Studio Canal. They've not done anything with them. Network had license. We've put out quite a lot of films. I don't know how many left in that license. It's not just Network, Studio Canal ones they put out. They've also put out some ITV ones, but I think mainly Studio Canal ones. And then we've got Mimi. Doug Fairbanks Jr., obviously aware of him. That one there. Again, not many special features on these, but I need some of these films aren't that long either. Probably need to sort these out and sit down and watch a few in one go. So I'll do the last 4. So this is Ouija. I ordered this because I had Ouija Origin of Evil sent to me. Ordered this from a seller on Amazon. It was brand new. I have to put in the bag like I normally do. This isn't the UK version because the one I ordered, or looked like I ordered, was the UK one with a UB copy. This is not, obviously not, it's not bootleg or anything, but I don't know where it's from actually. I can't work out what release this is. Whether this is on here somewhere or not, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's European release or not. I mean, it is in English, so I assume it's from an English-speaking country. It's got the same extra features on there, and this Viva and Tema sticker, which probably might give me a clue to where it comes from. It's a universal release anyway. Obviously it's not a UK one because there's no ratings on there. It's that one. And the last 3 titles, and I'll quickly go through these. So we've got Holy Flying Circus, and so I was looking at the network on websites, cheap items, and I saw this. It was only £2, but I thought I'll end up ordering it on Amazon for £2.51. This is about sort of the controversy when Monty Python and the Holy Grail film came out. It's basically different actors playing the characters. It's not a network release, this is Fremantle release, but it was on the network site as well. But I remember seeing this when it was on TV many years ago, was it? I can't remember what year it was now. 2011. Oh, so it's only 7 years old. And I was convinced I was Eric Idle on there, Steve Punt. But you can see they sort of look like who they're supposed to be. So Terry Gilliam, Graham Chapman, Michael Palin, John Cleese, Terry Jones, and obviously Eric Idle. I don't know if any of the original people are in this. No, but you've got Rufus Jones in there, who is Terry Jones' son, I believe. So he's obviously playing his dad. And obviously a few other different actors in there. And some extra features on there as well. So I look forward to watching it again. Picked this up also on, I think I picked this on Zoom. I noticed I'm basically collecting the Dogwolf titles. Some of these have had Blu-ray releases elsewhere in the world, but I've been picking these up anyway. There's a few I haven't got the recent ones. There is a sale at the end of the year on Dogwolf site. Tend to put the new releases down quite cheap, but I noticed on Zoom there were some cheap ones on there. Unfortunately, I had already ordered those on Amazon. That's why I saw. I ordered a couple. I think I might have shown those in the video, or they came before my last update. But the benefit is Zoom have got a 10% discount code. Got this a bit cheaper. But yeah, so it's not too many I'm after now, but I've still got a couple left to pick up. I tend to pick the Blu-ray releases up straight away, but the DVDs I tend to wait till they drop a little bit in price. So it's about John Curry, ice skater. So most basically these are documentaries. I think they have put a couple of sort of films out, but 9 times out of 10, probably 9.5 times out of 10, tend to be documentaries. They do have usually good selection of extra features on the discs, and they do come with a booklet. I might do a video about these releases at some point. A lot of them came in cardboard cases, which I don't mind, but I find they can scratch the disc slightly. The DVDs are less resilient, although they did take up less space. But so this is a normal case. I think they use these sort of cases now. And the last one I picked up on network site, cheap. I tend to pick up all the network British film Blu-rays, most of the Blu-rays. The one I hadn't picked up previously was Love Thy Neighbour, which I showed in my last video. And there was this. I'm not a huge fan of the Rolling Stones, but don't mind them. This was only £4. This sort of towards the beginning of their career. It's not particularly long either. I'm not sure how good this is, but I thought I'd pick it up. It was sort of cheap and give it a go. So yeah, that's it then. So again, another half-hour video, but I did show a bit more. Got quite a few titles coming in the post from Amazon. Some more of the British films. So I might probably won't do the video before my next update next week, but I will probably include some of those I get in that video, depending on what I get. And also, I've got the Infinity War 3D Steelbook coming as well, which I'll show, and might be some other bits and ends. I've got an order from Zoom to come as well, so that'll probably be in there as well. That's 4 titles. But yeah, that's it for this video. Don't want to be too long because I'm shooting this on my phone. I haven't cleared off my previous 3 videos, so I haven't got a lot of space left on my phone. I probably should clear these off because some of these videos are about 15-20 gig or something like that, so they do take a lot of space up. But yeah, that's it for this video. So I'll be back shortly, and I'll probably be an update video, and then I'll try and do that in the video at some point afterwards. So yeah, if you leave any comments below, I will read them. I do have some comments on here. Don't get too many, but I do get some on there. Again, any suggestions, anything you want to see at all, tell that boy to go. Yeah, anything you want to see in the video, I'll look into that. And yep, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.